Will you please stand for the playing of our national anthem? Thank you. You may be seated. Good evening, family, friends, school board members, administration, faculty, staff, and the distinguished graduates of the class of 2026. My name is Roddy Hartle, the high school principal, and welcome to the Redbank Valley Commencement Ceremony to help celebrate and recognize the accomplishments of our graduating class. It is truly an honor to have this opportunity to present to you these outstanding individuals that have worked so hard to reach this milestone today. I've said this each year, but it cannot go without saying the appreciation we extend to all of you gathered here tonight. The love, support, and efforts you have given these young adults over the years is a direct correlation to why they're sitting in front of you today. Your dedication is the push they needed to place themselves here tonight. And for this, we all thank you. And now, specifically to the graduates. Tonight, we celebrate accomplishments, memories, friendships, and the completion of an important chapter in your lives. Graduates, this evening is for you. But as you leave here and move into your next chapter of college, the military, trade schools, the workforce, or whatever path you choose, you know me, I still want to leave you with one last message. And that is, focus on you. And since this class dedicated their yearbook to Mr. Masler, this is a very fitting statement, as he always talked about how students need to focus. Now, what does that really mean? Please let me explain. Too often in life, people spend their energy focusing on things they cannot control. They worry about what others think. They compare their success to someone else's. They get caught up in the likes, the views, the followers. They focus on what someone else has, or what someone else has achieved, or what someone else is doing. But the truth is, you cannot control other people. You cannot control every obstacle. You cannot control every opinion, every disappointment, every setback, or every unfair moment. The only thing you truly can control is yourself. And I know a lot of students in this building have heard me say this before. You control your effort. You control your attitude, your responses. You control whether you show kindness or whether you keep going when things get difficult. And you control the standards you set for your life. There will be a moment ahead when life does not go according to plan. There will be doors that shut, goals that will take longer than expected, and days that really test you. During these moments, remember this. Focus on what you can control, not the noise or the distractions, not the opinions, but just your actions. Because small choices repeated every day become character, and character becomes the foundation of the life that you are going to build. Graduates, your future is not determined by what everyone else does. It's determined by what you do, by the decisions you make when no one is watching, by the effort you give when no one is keeping score, and by the person you choose to become. Years from now, people may not remember your GPA, your class rank, or even the awards you've earned, but they will remember the person. They will remember your integrity, your work ethic, and they will remember your character. So tonight, as you walk across this stage and begin the next chapter of your life, I challenge you to do three things, and not for us, but for you. Control your attitude, control your efforts, and focus on yourself. If you do that, success will find a way of finding you. Graduates, I wish you the very best, and congratulations. Please allow me now to introduce our District Curriculum Director, Mr. Kyle Hicks, to recognize the accomplishments.
I would like to begin by recognizing our students for their academic accomplishments, for honors and high honors. As I announce their names, please hold all applause until all students have been announced. The following students are graduating with honors and are designated by silver medals and gold tassels that they are wearing. Honors is achieved by those students graduating with a grade point average of 3.5 to 3.99. Ashley Adams. Kimberly Adams. Alera Altabelli. Helena Barrett. Ryan Bowles. LaRue Klinger. Emily Confer. Mackenzie Downs. Molly Evans. Leah Haggader. Hunter Hetrick. Tyson Hopper. Jackson Huffman. Wyatt Magnus. Canyon Martin. Jordan McCausland. James McFarland. Nathan Milliron. Isabella Orr. Madeline Pleiter. Hannah Schilling. Wyatt Skinner. Titus Smith. Abigail Snyder. Cody Thomason. Please join me in congratulating the honors graduates. Thank you. High honors is achieved by those students graduating with a grade point average of 4.0 and above and are designated by the gold medals and gold tassels that they are wearing. The following students are graduating with high honors: Nolan Barnett, Jaron Christians, Mara Root, Shay Lovesey, Gavin Bish, Addison Bond, Molly Coyle, Adeline Crawford, Brock George, Carson Gold, Alan Hagan, Ryan Hepler, Mackenzie Kundick, Kira McGuire, Isaac Neiswanger, Ivy Nee, Jordan Smith, Braylon Wagner, Devin Weckerly, Quinn White. Please join me in congratulating the High Honors graduates. Thank you. I would now like to recognize the following students who plan to pursue a future in the armed forces. Jaron Christians, Army. Jeremiah Harmon, Air Force. Gavin Rodriguez, Army National Guard. Zayden Young, Army Reserves. Please join me in showing our support and gratitude for our upcoming commitment. Thank you. And now the scholarship recipients. These students have been working very hard to reach their post-high school goals. I would like to recognize those students who have earned scholarships to continue their post-secondary education and training. The following students have earned a scholarship in academics and/or athletics. Nolan Barnett, Jaron Christians, Mara Root, Shay Lovesey, Kimberly Adams, Alara Altabelli, Helena Barrett, Darian Bartley, Gavin Bish, Addison Bond, Molly Coyle, Emily Confer, Adeline Crawford, Xander Dean, Molly Evans, Todd Gathers, Carson Gold, Alan Hagan, Leah Haggeter, Jeremiah Harmon, Ryan Hepler, Tyson Hopper, Cami Hornberger, Jackson Huffman, Mackenzie Kundick, Nadia Luxinger, Jordan McCausland, Tanner McDonald, Kira McGuire, Nathan Milliron, Isaac Neiswanger, Ivy Nee, Isabella Orr, Madeline Pleiter, Paxton Proper, Dana Ruffner, Wyatt Skinner, Jordan Smith, Natalie Traup, Braylon Wagner, Devin Weckerly, Quinn White, Owen Wolf. These students have earned scholarships totaling an impressive $637,827. In comparison to last year, this is a $427,405 more in scholarship dollars earned than the previous year. Please join me in congratulating these students on their incredible accomplishments. Thank you. And now a performance by our senior choir members, accompanied by Gavin Bish on guitar.
Thank you, Gavin and the senior choirs. I would like to now introduce our district assistant principal, Mrs. Abigail Macbeth.
It is my honor to introduce Redbank Valley's salutatorian, Mr. Jaron Christians. Jaron Christians is the son of Ryan and Laura Christians and moved to New Bethlehem from Valier, Montana during the summer before his freshman year of high school. Throughout his high school years, Jaron has participated in numerous activities, including varsity football, basketball, and track and field. He has also been actively involved in youth council, student council, National Honor Society, and serves as a leader in Bible Club. Outside of school, Jaron has dedicated his time to serving the community through volunteer work at the Valley Thrift Shop and as a junior chairperson for the Redbank Valley Chamber of Commerce. His leadership, service, and commitment to excellence have helped define him in his high school career. In the coming months, Jaron plans to attend the United States Military Academy at West Point, where he will pursue a degree in civil engineering. Following graduation, he hopes to become a combat engineer after completing the Sapper Leader course. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2026 Redbank Valley salutatorian, Mr. Jaron Christians.
Hi everyone, I'm Jaron, and tonight I want to talk about having a why. Why do we get up every day? Why do we associate with certain people? And why does the 4x400 meter relay exist? But before I begin, I would like to express my gratitude to everyone who works at Redbank, everyone who lives in this community, and all my classmates. I was really nervous when I first moved here 4 years ago because I didn't know what to expect and I didn't know anyone. Turns out, I could not have moved to a better community or gone to a better high school, so thank you. One of my favorite quotes, "There is no higher purpose than the purpose of passing on what was learned," from a movie called Lucy, shows how important every teacher, coach, parent, friend, and mentor actually is. I had no idea what I was going to say tonight until Mr. Hicks told me that I should include my why for wanting to join the Army. I've lived an amazing 18 years of life so far, and that is because I was born in the United States and I have an awesome family. Because of this, I've decided that I need to give back so others can experience some of the same blessings that I have. This is why I plan to serve. I also just love being on a team, and the Army is one of the best teams out there. Now, why is having a why so important? It is because it gives us a reason to get back up or keep showing up whenever it seems pointless. I've certainly questioned some of my whys whenever I find myself lying on the football field after being pancaked, or when my butt starts to hurt after sitting on the basketball bench for so long. Or when I'm in class trying to figure out why exactly I'm learning half of the ancient Greek alphabet to do math. I know that all I have to do is look at the faces around me and I can find my why. Doing things with other people always provides the most motivation for me. Now that I've shared my whys, I would like everyone here to think about their own, because when our why isn't strong, it shows in the quality of our work and our relationships. Thank you.
Thank you, Jaron. I would now like to introduce our elementary principal, Miss Sandy Shirey.
It is my privilege to introduce our valedictorian, Mr. Nolan Barnett. Nolan is the son of Jason and Annie Barnett of Templeton. Throughout his high school years, Nolan has been actively involved in numerous activities, including 4 years of varsity soccer, 4 years of track and field, membership in the RV National Honor Society, and participation in the RV Outdoors Club. Outside of school, Nolan has been highly involved in 4-H, serving as president of his 4-H club and as a member of the Clarion County 4-H Teen Council. In his free time, Nolan enjoys reading, watching sports, woodworking, staying active, and spending time outdoors. His dedication to academics, leadership, athletics, and community involvement has helped shape his successful high school career. In the fall, Nolan plans to attend Messiah University to pursue a degree in biology. Following his undergraduate studies, he plans to attend medical school and pursue a career as a physician. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2026 Red Bank Valley valedictorian, Mr. Nolan Barnett.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Nolan Barnett, and I have the privilege of speaking in front of you tonight as a class valedictorian. To my fellow graduates, congratulations. You've all poured your blood, sweat, and tears into your time at Redbank, and the fruits of your labor have shown. Soon, we will move into a new chapter of our lives. To the families of these graduates, and to everyone who has supported them through their lives, thank you. Your constant encouragement and assistance have allowed these graduates to thrive and grow as individuals. To all the staff at Redbank, teachers, cafeteria workers, janitors, and administration, oftentimes your work can go unnoticed. Your devotion to the education and well-being of these students has promoted an environment where we can adequately prepare for our futures. Thank you. This was a very difficult speech to write, as there was no prompt to follow. After long and careful thought, I decided that I wanted to talk a little bit about a man who has been a source of inspiration for so many, including myself. Kobe Bryant was a professional NBA player who played for 20 years. In his career, he achieved very successful accolades: 5 NBA championships, 2 Olympic gold medals, NBA League MVP, 2-time Finals MVP, 2-time scoring champion, 18-time All-Star, and 15-time All-NBA team, just to name a few. He was a first ballot selection into the NBA Hall of Fame in 2021, a year after his tragic passing. Throughout his career, Kobe Bryant was known for his killer instinct, work ethic, and never-give-an-inch mentality. This was famously known as the Mamba mentality. So what does this mean? Kobe described this mentality as a constant, infinite quest to be the best version of yourself every single day. To me, this means going out and chasing your dreams, regardless of the challenges and adversity that life throws at you. While the term Mamba mentality was born on a basketball court, Kobe emphasized that it applies to any goal in life, whether you're a doctor, a teacher, an engineer, or a mechanic. It's about waking up with a specific purpose and focusing entirely on getting better today than you were yesterday. There are 5 core pillars that anchor this mentality, which Kobe listed in his book. The first pillar is passion. Passion, very simply, is loving what you do. When we enjoy what we're doing with our lives, this feeling encourages us to work harder and better. Next is obsessiveness. Obsessiveness is being fully committed to doing our best and continuing to get better. We must be willing to make sacrifices and put in work in order to improve our craft. The third pillar is relentlessness. Relentlessness is demanding excellence from ourselves and having a never-ending drive to improve. Don't just be satisfied with what you have achieved, but chase more results and more achievement. Fourth is resilience. We all have and will all continue to face setbacks and adversity in our lives. Resilience is treating these struggles as opportunities to learn and become stronger. The final pillar is fearlessness. Fear of failure holds us back and limits our experiences. By recognizing that true failure is only a state of mind and not a physical outcome, we can live without the fear of failure and live life to the fullest. As Kobe once said, if you're afraid to fail, then you're probably going to fail. Now, obviously, this is a lot to remember. Kobe summed these principles together to create his 10 rules of success, and I'm going to go through those and try to explain them a little. Number 1, get better every day. Improvement is often seen as simply an end goal. However, we should strive to make this a daily goal. When we try to improve every day, we are forced to constantly do our best and give our all. Number 2, prove them wrong. Throughout our lives, all of us have had people doubt us and criticize us. Rather than being affected by this criticism, use it as fuel to drive your success. Number 3, work on your weaknesses. Oftentimes, we avoid our flaws. However, just like building a house, you need a strong foundation. Without one, the house will crumble. If we don't face our weaknesses and transform them into strengths, we will never achieve our true potential. Number 4, execute what you practiced. When the moment of truth arrives, trust the hard work you've put in. Excellence isn't an accident, it is a habit. When we face big tests, interviews, or challenges in the future, we don't need to reinvent ourselves. We just need to trust our preparation and execute with confidence. Number 5, learn from greatness. In all of our future professions, there are those who are experts. They often have years of experience and expansive knowledge. Study these people, talk with them, and learn what they have to offer. Use their success as a benchmark to surpass in the future. Number 6, learn from wins and losses. Success can make us complacent, and failure can make us want to quit. Kobe believed these were both simply data points. Analyze your victories to see what worked, but study your defeats even closer to see where you can grow. Every setback is just a lesson in disguise, preparing you for the next win. Number 7, practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of anchoring your thoughts to the present moment and observing your thoughts with acceptance and zero judgment. This can be as simple as a few deep breaths and being present in the moment. Being able to control our emotions and accept ourselves allows us to not have regrets and to turn our attention towards the present. Number 8, be ambitious. Never limit your vision of what you can accomplish based on what others think is possible. Set goals that scare you a bit, and don't be afraid to dream big. As Norman Vincent Peale once said, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. Even if we fall short of perfection, the progress and experience gained will still be extraordinary. Number 9, believe in your team. No one achieves greatness entirely on their own. Whether it is your family, future colleagues, or friends, surround yourself with people who challenge you and be sure to lift them up in return. We go further when we go together. Number 10, learn storytelling. Our journeys, including all of our struggles and triumphs, have value. Being able to communicate our experiences connects us to the world and inspires others. Class of 2026, as we step off the stage and into our futures, let us carry these roles with us. The easiest part of our lives has just ended. Let's embrace the Mamba mentality, not just to find individual success, but to uplift the communities, families, and professions that we are about to become a part of. Thank you all for unforgettable high school years. Congratulations, we did it.
Please allow me now to introduce our senior class president, Ms. Mara Root.
It is my honor to welcome Dr. Doug Bish as this year's graduation speaker. After graduating from Redbank Valley in 2009, Dr. Bish built a life centered around helping others and spending time with his family. Dr. Bish attended Clarion University and earned his bachelor's degree in rehabilitative science. Continuing to further his education, Dr. Bish earned his doctorate in physical therapy from Slippery Rock University in 2016. Dr. Bish is also a certified orthopedic manual therapist and a canine certified rehabilitation therapist. After working for several years, he and his wife opened their own physical therapy practice, Bish and Legacy Physical Therapy and Canine Rehabilitation. Dr. Bish married his high school sweetheart, Kim, and together they have 3 amazing children, Natalie, Adeline, and Owen. In his spare time, Dr. Bish enjoys playing basketball, pickleball, coaching his children's soccer teams, and playing with their 3 dogs. We are proud to welcome him to the stage today to share his insights and experiences with our graduating class. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Dr. Doug Bish.
Good evening, faculty, staff, parents, family members, friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026. First off, thank you for inviting me back here tonight. Walking back into this school brings back a lot of memories, mostly good, some questionable. I've realized over time that my high school memories are a strange combination of nostalgia and mild embarrassment. I graduated Redbank Valley in 2009, which means many of this graduating class were babies and toddlers. The iPhone 3 had just come out, and LimeWire was in many ways our version of TikTok. You all have accomplished so much in getting here. A global pandemic with lockdowns and isolation, learning to build identity and confidence in a world where trends, opinions, and technology change almost weekly, if not daily. The rise of artificial intelligence. You are a generation that learned to adapt before you ever learned to drive. Standing here with you tonight is honestly humbling. If you would have asked me at 18 years old where life would take me, I could have never predicted the journey that would follow. as your class president mentioned, my story on the surface sounds pretty straightforward. Graduate high school, go to college, build a career, start a family, and open a business. But life is rarely that neat, because long before any degrees, certifications, or accomplishments, there were certainly challenges. When I was 10 years old, I lost my oldest brother to cancer. At 13, my father was involved in a severe car accident that caused a traumatic brain injury that would ultimately take his life when I was 20. Those experiences certainly changed me forever. And if there's one thing I want you to understand tonight, it's this. Every person sitting beside you has faced challenges that you may or may not know anything about. Some people here have battled anxiety, depression, grief, family struggles, financial hardship, loneliness, or fear about the future. Some are obviously celebrating tonight while also carrying pain that nobody sees. Life has a way of humbling all of us eventually. But adversity can either harden you or shape you. Adversity shaped me. It taught me empathy. It taught me perspective. It taught me not to take ordinary moments for granted. And maybe most importantly, it taught me that strength isn't pretending everything is fine. Real strength is continuing to move forward when things are not fine. Years later, life threw another challenge at me that I never saw coming. At age 31, I was diagnosed with esophageal cancer just 1 month before my son was born. Eventually, I underwent an esophagectomy, which, not to get too detailed, but they basically kind of rearrange everything. It's a great weight loss program, but I definitely don't recommend it. So what started as stage 3 cancer eventually progressed into stage 4. There were moments of fear, moments of uncertainty, moments where my family and I didn't know what the future would look like. But today, by the grace of God, I've been in remission for 3.5 years. And going through that experience changed my perspective on life completely. You stop worrying so much about impressing people. You stop obsessing over tiny inconveniences. And you realize how valuable time really is. Because time is one of the things none of us are promised. Not your GPA, not your job title, not your social media following, not the number of people who liked your prom pictures. And graduates, let me save you some future stress. In 10 years, absolutely nobody will care what your Snapchat streak was. Nobody. What people will remember is how you treated others, how you handled adversity, whether you showed kindness, whether you showed integrity, and whether you showed up when things got difficult. Character matters. And here's another thing life taught me. You do not get through hard seasons alone. I've been incredibly blessed by the support of my wife, my family, my friends, my mom and stepdad, my in-laws, and so many others who carried us through difficult times. My wife, Kim, who took care of me physically and mentally while going through everything in my life. Loss, cancer treatment, and starting a brand new business. My mom, who has shown up to everything in my life, including terrible weather soccer games and track and field events, and even my cancer treatments while my wife was at home with my newborn son and his 2 crazy sisters. My in-laws, who have always treated me like one of their own children, and my friends and mentors who support me through everything. One of the biggest lies people believe is that strength means independence. It doesn't. Just look to the greatest selling book of all time, the Bible. Proverbs 27:17 states, "As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another." Strength is having the humility to lean on others when you need help. And for me personally, my faith in God became stronger than ever through hardship. Not because life suddenly became easy, but because I realized I was never carrying it alone. Sometimes the hardest seasons of your life become the moments that shape you most deeply. I know many of you are sitting here tonight feeling pressure to have your entire future figured out. You don't need to. At 18 years old, most people are still trying to figure out laundry, taxes, why a gallon of milk suddenly costs the same as a car payment, and I haven't even brought up never mind. You are not supposed to have all the answers yet. Your path may change multiple times. You may fail at something. You may pivot careers. You may experience heartbreak. You may discover passions you never expected. That's normal. Success is not a straight line. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's this: your life will not ultimately be defined by your worst moment. It will be defined by your response to it. Will you quit? Will you become bitter? Or will you continue moving forward with faith, perseverance, and purpose? Now, those who know me should have known that I was never going to get through this speech without a superhero or a Star Wars reference. Now, I'm normally a Marvel guy, so think your Spider-Man, your Avengers, your X-Men. But I have to give credit when credit's due, and this goes to Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy. In 2012's The Dark Knight Rises, Batman spends a majority of the movie basically on his deathbed, trying to come back and save the world. He returns to the city and meets up with Selina Kyle, aka Catwoman. He's trying to get her to help save the city, but instead Catwoman says to him, "Come with me, save yourself. You don't owe these people any more. You've given them everything." The camera pans to Batman, and he replies without hesitation, "Not everything, not yet." Now, I'm not Batman, but in a world that can often feel full of Riddlers, Jokers, and even Two-Faces, I think we should all strive to be a little more like Batman. In 2023, after everything my family and I had gone through, I was faced with a decision. You see, I was told by doctors that I didn't need to go back to work. I could collect disability and live my life at home. To me, that wasn't good enough. I had more to give. And one day, years from now, you'll look back and realize that many of the moments you thought were setbacks were actually preparing you for something greater. After much discussion with my wife, friends, family, and mentors, I decided to leave my previous job and start my own physical therapy practice. Now, to be clear, quitting a stable job while raising 3 kids after battling cancer is either an inspiring entrepreneurial leap or a complete psychological breakdown. The jury is still out. But we opened our clinic in January of 2024 in Butler, PA, and it has been one of the most rewarding experiences of my life. Not because it's easy. Owning a business is not easy. You suddenly discover that small business owner means you're simultaneously the CEO, the janitor, the maintenance department, the IT support, marketing team, and occasionally the guy unclogging the toilet. But it reminded me of something important. Some of the greatest opportunities in life come when you're willing to step into uncertainty. Comfort zones rarely produce growth. And graduates, you are entering a world that desperately needs people willing to lead with compassion, resilience, integrity, and courage. This world does not need more people pretending to have perfect lives online. It needs authentic people, hardworking people, faithful people, people willing to serve others, people willing to persevere. So tonight, as you leave this chapter behind, I want to leave you with a few simple things to remember. Be grateful. Tell people you love them. Don't waste time holding grudges. Work hard even when nobody's watching. Don't let failure define you. Have faith during uncertainty. And never underestimate the power of perseverance. Because life will challenge you, but you are capable of more than you realize. Class of 2026, congratulations on everything you've accomplished. Your story is just beginning, and I truly cannot wait to see where it takes you. Thank you, God bless you, and congratulations, graduates.
I would now like to introduce our Student Council President, Ms. Shay Lovesey.
Good evening. As Student Council President, it is my honor to present this plaque of appreciation to Dr. Doug Bish on behalf of the Redbank Valley Class of 2026. Thank you, Dr. Bish, for joining us this evening and sharing your insights and advice with our class. Please join me in another round of applause.
At this time, will Superintendent Dr. Gadis and the presenting board members and administration please come forward? Ready? Better be. I would now like to introduce our senior class advisor, Mrs. Brittany Weaver, as she will have the privilege of presenting to you the class of 2026. We ask that the audience hold their applause for the students until all names have been read and the entire graduating class has returned to their seats. Thank you.
First row. Nolan Allen Barnett. Jaron A. Christians. Mara Leanne Root. Shay Elise Lufsey. Ashley Nicole Adams. Kimberly Louise Adams. Kimberly's diploma will be presented to her by her mother, an employee of the Redbank Valley School District. Alara Lynn Altabelli. Haley Lynn Anthony. Helena Lenore Barrett. Helena's diploma will be presented to her by her father, an employee of the Redbank Valley School District. Darian Renee Bartley. Darian's diploma will be presented to her by her brother, an employee of the Redbank Valley School District. Connor David Beach. Gavin Clifford Bish. Cameron Gabriella Bladel. Trinity May Blake. Trinity's diploma will be presented to her by her grandmother, a member of the Redbank Valley School Board. Addison Jean Bond. Nathan Douglas Bowersox. Ryan Leon Bowles. Gabriella Malia Burlingame. Wyatt Randon Byers. Wyatt's diploma will be presented to him by his mother, a member of the Redbank Valley School Board. LaRue Lee Klinger. Second row. Molly Eileen Coyle. Emily Isabel Confer. Emily's diploma will be presented to her by her father, a member of the Redbank Valley School Board. Adeline Danae Crawford. Adeline's diploma will be presented to her by her mother, an employee of the Redbank Valley School District. Triton Eugene Davis. Xander Scott Ronald Dean. Mackenzie Taylor Downs. Molly Ann Evans. Todd Marshall Gathers. Brock Nicholas George. Carson James Gold. Alan Olivia Hagan. Leah Marie Hageder. Jeremiah Paul Harmon. Jeremiah's diploma will be presented to him by his father, an employee of the Redbank Valley School District. Ryan Carter Hepler. Ryan's diploma will be presented to him by his father, an employee of the Redbank Valley School District. Hunter Michael Hetrick. Natalie Dawn Hinton. Tyson Eugene Hopper. Cami Lynn Hornberger. Jackson Jake Huffman. Tristan Alexander Johnston. Tristan's diploma will be presented to him by his mother, an employee of the Redbank Valley School District. Third row. Mackenzie Faith Kundick. Scotty Edward Lamb. Nadia Rose Looksinger. Wyatt Matthew Magnus. Canyon John Martin. Jordan Alexander Onyx McCausland. Samuel Adam McCoyne, Jr. Tanner Jacob McDonald. James Donald McFarland. Kira Lee McGuire. Nathan Michael Milliron. Isaac Cole Neiswanger. Isaac's diploma will be presented to him by his mother, an employee of the Redbank Valley School District. Ivy Nee. Marshall Douglas Nolf. Isabella Grace Orr. Mitchell Douglas Craig Parker. Brader Perez Godinez. Madeline Joy Pleiter. Paxton Grace Proper. Gavin Landon Rodriguez. Fourth row. Dana Mae Ruffner. Elijah Allen Schaefer. Hannah Marie Schilling. Hannah's diploma will be presented to her by her mother, an employee of the Redbank Valley School District. Wyatt Blaine Skinner. Jordan Benjamin Smith. Kaylee Joe Smith. Titus Matthew Smith. Titus's diploma will be presented to him by his mother, an employee of the Redbank Valley School District. Abigail Lynn Snyder. Cody Lee James Thomason. Natalie Arminta Trout. Griffin Stone Truitt. Braylon Connor Wagner. Devin Trace Weckerly. Chelsea Marie Wegley. Chelsea's diploma will be presented to her by her mother, an employee of the Redbank Valley School District. Kaylee Morgan Wells. Elliot Connor Westover. Quinn Marie White. Clayton James Widger. Owen Walter Wolf. Zayden Aaron Young.
Graduates, please stand. Dr. Michael Gadis, School Board President, Mrs. Heidi Byers, and other members of the Board of Education. It is my distinct privilege to present to you the graduating class of 2026. As the Redbank, let's give them a big round. They love you. As the Redbank Valley High School principal, I hereby certify that all graduates present and participating in tonight's program have successfully completed the academic requirements established by the Redbank Valley School District Board of Education and the Pennsylvania Department of Education. And now, because of this accomplishment, these graduates are very much aware of the love and support that they have received over the years from their family, friends, and loved ones, and would now like to show a small piece of their appreciation to you now. Also, this event does not go without the help of so many people. The graduating class and I would like to thank Mrs. Brittany Weaver and Mrs. Diana Bain for all the graduation prep work and preparing our seniors. For all of our administration and their help, Mr. Gene Rapp and his maintenance crew, their work behind the scenes, Mr. Fricko for setting up the live stream, Mrs. McLean and Mrs. McIntyre for all the music, Mr. Masler for all his photography. I've forgot you over the years, so I apologize, but thank you very much. And to all the Red Bank Valley teachers and staff, thank you so much for everything. Please join me in thanking their efforts. Seniors, you have now earned the right to call yourselves graduates of Red Bank Valley High School. Please move your tassels from right to left at this time. Would everyone please stand at this moment and help us join in singing the Red Bank Valley alma mater? The words are on the inside front cover of your program. All right, family and friends, get those cameras ready. Graduates, it's time to let those caps fly. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your 2026 Red Bank Valley graduates. Congratulations. Do I need to play it on my phone? You guys are good. Wait until